Alright, so today we're going to cover multiplying polynomials, and then we're going to go back and review how to add and subtract polynomials. So here are your two Chan Academy problems. Here's A and here's B. And just so it's easier for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and do A and B for you guys. So we can either do the area model or we can distribute, so it'll give you the same thing. So if we distributed, it would have been 3x plus 3. But if we did the area model, we knew we would have this area. One side would be x plus 1, and the other side would just be 3. Now if I multiply, I would get 3 times x, 3x, and 3 times 1, which is 3. When I add these two things together, I get 3x plus 3. Alright, so the next one is through the area model. And if we do the area model, we'll have an x plus 5 and a x minus 2 over here. Okay, so we split this into 4, and then we're going to go ahead and multiply. X and x give me x squared, x and 5 give me 5x, x and negative 2 give me negative 2x, negative 2 and 5 give me negative 10. Alright, so all you have to do now is combine everything inside the area. So go ahead and write it out. X squared minus 2x plus 5x, and then minus 10. Alright, so what you can do is combine the like terms, just like we learned in the previous lesson. We can subtract, add, so negative 2x plus 5x gives me positive 3x, and that leaves me with x squared plus 3x minus 10. Alright, so in this situation we're able to find an easy way to remember how to multiply binomials, and if I wanted to, trinomials. If I wanted to do a trinomial, I would just make the x minus 2 maybe larger and do like a plus y or something. Then that would just add an extra column over here, and then you combine everything. So essentially you're not really doing anything too crazy. Just stick with the area model every time. You know that you're going to have a space out between different terms, so between x's and 5's, x squares and y's, etc. Okay, so let me set up this adding and subtracting problem for you guys. Alright, so adding and subtracting are really just similar to how we did multiplication, except now we're just adding and subtracting. So actually, if you're thinking about the previous problems and whether or not I could just distribute, yeah, you're right, we could distribute. So we're going to use distributive the same way in this problem. So if we take this negative and distribute into this binomial, we're going to end up with, let me do it in black for the left, 2x to the third power plus 4x squared minus 5, and these were distributed with the negative, so minus 7x squared plus 2x. Alright, so now I can combine the like terms. I look for anything with x to the third power, and there's nothing. So that's the one that I just bring down by itself, 2x to the third power. Then I look for x squared terms. Here's 1 at 4x squares and negative 7x squares. So I'm going to combine those two together, and that should give me negative 3x squared. Okay, and then I look for x's, and it doesn't really matter what order I put it in. I just normally like to have it in like x to the third, then second, then first, then no x's. So you always want to put it like, you know, the strongest power in front. Though it doesn't really matter because 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 5. So I'm going to go ahead and put this 2x down, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop the constant, negative 5. And there you have it. That's adding and subtracting. So in 4 or 5 minutes we could just easily just show you how to do the area model, and if you need help, just go back, look at it. I felt that letter B was a good example, and then adding and subtracting, just good practice. Just distribute and then combine like terms. X cubes only go with other x cubes. X squares only go with other x squares. Alright, so send me an email if you guys have any problems, and then I'll see you guys in class.